Well, good evening, everyone. Oh
Oh,
my
hello.
goodness, it's late.
Everyone wake up.
Everyone,
Wake up.
wake
Look
up
at
right
me.
now.
Come on. We can do this.
It is 10:47 in the PM, British summertime, I should say. So I've had a Diet Coke, so I'm feeling wild right now.
I've had a Red Bull. I'm buzzed.
Oh
I'm
my
ready for this.
goodness. But we had
But
to.
yeah, we did. I'm so excited to see Lady D again. It's been too long. We need to be reunited.
The
We
internet,
really
the
do.
internet needs it's Lady of the moment, really.
It's just very dehydrated right now, and we need some,
We
something
need
to ameliorate
some,
that.
especially since she has her own like emoji / hashtag right now.
Yes. She's a big deal.
She's a
She's a
huge
big
deal.
deal now. But anyway, what I'm really interested in, I'm going to get straight down to it. Aoife, you're like, a semi-big fan of Resident Evil. I think it's safe to say.
Semi-big, yeah. I have a semi-big interest in Resident Evil. Yes.
What are you anticipating for this showcase? Like, do you have any kind of wish list items you'd love to see in it?
Well, okay, so I want to see some meaty gameplay first off, but also what I really want to see is, so we know so far that that around this village location that Ethan Winters finds himself in, there are four houses. Okay, there's House Dimitrescu, which we know all about. Well, we know
there's a mermaid house.
There's a mermaid house. There's Heisenberg, Dimitrescu, Moreau, and Beneviento. I want to know more about Beneviento and Moreau because at present we don't really know a lot about it. I have a theory that Heisenberg is all about the werewolves and Dimitrescu is all about vampires. But what are the other two? What's their story?
Well, do you spell Moreau Moreau?
Yes.
So that's the same name as Dr. Moreau, which is this sci-fi story that I think H.G. Wells wrote, where he created this Dr. Moreau created human animal mutated beings that were sentient and lived on this island. So maybe it's a
good
homage to Dr. Moreau's story.
Yeah, good
so
knowledge.
It might be something that's like
like
human animal hybrids or something. Which would be cool.
Like that. But then that would make more sense if that was the werewolf connection, wouldn't it?
I mean, maybe there's something we haven't seen coming yet.
Yeah.
I guess there's something hidden in the background. What makes you think Heisenberg is werewolfy?
Because in previous bits that we've seen, Lady Dimitrescu references her idiot brother, and that full Heisenberg. So that's what made me assume that those two figures are one and the same. It may not be the case. I don't think that figure has been directly referred to as Heisenberg, but that just kind of makes more sense to me. And obviously, maybe they're holding the other, because they can't show everything. They want to have a few surprises, I'm sure, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I guess one of them has the horse as its motif, right?
The horse? Did you say?
The horse, yeah.
The horse is Heisenberg, so I don't know why horses and werewolves would be a thing. Maybe it's not Heisenberg. I don't know.
That's peculiar. But yeah, I feel like they've definitely thrown a lot of symbolism our way so far, with all the demo and everything.
Yeah, and I love that stuff. Because I mean, that's just asking, the fans to just even if none of the theories turn out to be true, it's still fun to talk about, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited. The thing I'm kind of worried about is we all loved Lady Dimitrescu. I'm not trying to take her away from us, but I'm so conscious of I feel like the more you show something off, the kind of you take away this mystique from it and this the kind of some of the hype almost.
It's very true.
So although I would, a part of me wants this to be just a session where it's dedicated to Lady Dimitrescu. Another part of me wants her to be kept. I want someone to push me through the game, which I think is going to be her, and who is she? Where did she come from? Is she a tyrant? See now, some kind of
I worry that, or I do wonder though if Capcom are maybe have maybe underestimated how much interest there would be in Lady Dimitrescu, because judging by the basic PR cycle of a lot of games, not just Resident Evil, it's you show off your lesser villains early, right? That's just what you do. And the fact that Lady Dimitrescu has been shown off quite as much as she has so far, suggests to me that she's not one of the major antagonists, which would also suggest that she's gonna get killed off relatively early in the game. And I wonder if
Really?
that's only me, the way I'm thinking about it. Like, it's kind of like, think about like the linear path of this game. Ethan's in the village, he sees the castle, we know there are 4 houses, we know that, you know, he comes across Dimitrescu and Heisenberg earlier than the other 2, so I wonder if that's kind of like the halfway point of the game, is like overcoming those 2, and then we don't know anything that's after that point. So I just wonder, and this is all me theorizing, but like I wonder if Capcom are now like maybe trying to like have her stick around longer. I mean, it's probably way too late in the game for that, but
trying to make her a bigger deal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, or they're trying to just lean on her for PR in the meantime, so they can at least have the mystique of her being around for longer.
Yeah, but I do totally agree with you on the mystique as well. Like, I'd love to sort of, because right now we can fill in the blanks of whatever we want, right? So, and that's the fun bit.
Literally, Ian has just read my mind. Ian's in the chat, by the way. Hey, Ian.
Hey.
Ian says, like, Vars from Far Cry, which is literally what I was about to say. Like, Vars is... I can't even remember the main villain from Far Cry 3 because everyone thinks about Vars because he's so unforgettable. So the thing is, like, Resident Evil 7 I really enjoyed, but what kind of like disappointed me at the end was it did that classic Resi thing of like, it's now a tentacle monster with a massive eyeball glowing thing you got to shoot.
Yeah.
And although I think it did it in like a kind of self-referential way, if that's what Lady D turns into, I just think that's really dull. Like, it would be cool if, because they've gone so like left field with the like gothic werewolf vampire theme for this game, if they did something completely different with like the bosses and made them like not giant tentacle monsters at the end, although I guess you could argue that's the inevitability of the T-virus kicking in, but
that is
it'd be cool
like
to see something a bit different.
I would love to see something a bit different, but I think we are seeing something a bit different with this Resident Evil already, because they're delving into that sort of gothic element with werewolves, vampires, things that we just don't see in Resident Evil games. The whole look is different. That said, it is going back to a lot of like things that we saw and themes that we saw in like Resident Evil 4. So I think it's like merging those two things. But yeah, I do want to see them do something different with the bosses and with just the whole like, I really would love it if it didn't devolve into, and now we're going to the secret lab level, and oh, look at all these scientists doing the stuff with their vials, and oh, you know, Spencer,
and look, blue liquid spilled on the floor from a cracked vial, which means that something bad is going to happen.
The rats in the sewers did it.
What I think like is super interesting about Resident Evil Village already is that from like the demo and from what we've seen so far, there's this evidence that Lady D has A, been around for a super long time, and B, there's this like hereditary history with the families in the village that mean that if like you think about it and how old the castle was and how old all the creations are, like you said this before in your video about Lady D, like they must have been around for centuries. So like, how does that link to Umbrella and like all the kind of T-virus stuff? Like, where do they overlap? Do they have like a role as the founding families of Umbrella? Like, I think every now and again it's inevitable that certain franchises go down to like the like, you know, what is it, the roots of everything.
You're
so maybe
totally
this is a root
That's
game.
It is. I reckon it is, because I mean, it always comes back to Umbrella, and we have priors for you know, the plot of Resident Evil 5 where you know, they've traced all these sort of viruses back to like, you know, this, what was it, the Stairway of the Sun? So basically, I did a breakdown video where, you know, I have a theory that it's tied to those flowers, because the flowers look a lot like the flowers that Lady Dimitrescu wears around her neck. That might just be a complete like, just, you know, real like wild card for me, but I think it, you know, it all sort of, Resident Evil loves to tie it all up together somehow.
Well, they were also saying that, so the image that I can see at the moment on the street, which is of the like fetus with the raven going to it for it.
Yeah.
Didn't they say in the live stream that like they almost didn't include that image because they think it gives too much away?
That's right. Yeah.
So the fact that they're kind of like, if the creators themselves are worried that an image that to us doesn't appear like much gives too much away, it must be fairly significant for the rest of the story. And like with kind of origins, maybe it's like the literal birth of Umbrella, like it's something to do with fetuses and stuff.
Because also if you squint your eyes a little bit, those wings crossed with the twigs and all that, it almost looks like an umbrella logo to me.
Yeah, exactly. And in Resident Evil 7, you did have to go and pick up like bits of like T-virus babies and stuff at the end, didn't you? And like, plug them into you know what I mean. There was like such an emphasis on childhood and like what happens when children are infected with T-virus. So it'd be cool if with Resident Evil Village they kind of regressed even more and was like, okay, we've done like children. What's her name? Evelyn, yeah. Yeah. Like, and now we're gonna do babies. Like, what happens? Because of course his daughter's been kidnapped.
Rosemary,
His daughter.
I was just about to say, I mean that's that theme about children and childhood's continuing with this, because the whole point is that Ethan's after his baby who has been taken apparently by Chris Redfield, which is also we don't know what he's up to. But also there's an interesting kind of thing there where Capcom have kind of, with these recent remakes that they've been doing of Resident Evil 2 and 3, Resident Evil 2 remake, was it 2? Included a chapter that hadn't existed before, which was an orphanage chapter.
Right.
And it just felt like with that and with Natalia Corda, which I know a lot of people say that Resident Evil Revelations is non-canon, blah blah blah, but like there seems to be a big shift towards using children as conduits to kind of continue the Umbrella legacy and all of their research and stuff like that, which I reckon Village is going to have a lot to do with Ethan's baby is going to be the key to like figuring all of this out, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's got to the point where they've realized that Chris Redfield has been around for a super long time, and they probably need to bring in a new cast of characters. Like Ethan obviously is the start. Mia apparently isn't anymore, but
nobody
like they
cares
need to bring
about Ethan. Like they keep
I know
saying Ethan Winters. It's like nobody cares. You don't even show his face, for goodness sake. I know that's
so
a
maybe
running
Rosemary.
Joke, but...
Maybe Rosemary's the next protagonist then.
Ooh.
If this is like her origin story, maybe we'll be playing as her in like, one of the next games.
Quite a jump forward in the future, but not impossible.
It would be. But then again, like that's a great way to kind of reboot in your own way. It's just be like, okay, now it's 17 years in the future and you're playing like a young adult.
Zoe,
Rosemary
I will
Winters.
play as Jill Valentine until the end of time, okay? Look at
you have to have another character. You can't just have Jill, Aoife.
I can have Jill, I can have Ada, I can have Claire. I don't want wee Medic, I don't want wee Becca Chambers, that's fine, but like all the rest
you don't want the new cast.
No, well Becca Chambers is old school, but she's a wee patient face. I don't like her. I know that's a very controversial opinion, by the way, but I stand by it. But with 9 seconds left to go, I guess we should get ready. I'm very excited about this.
I'm excited too. I'm gonna bump up the volume a little bit. I'm ready to get into this.
No, the place is full of nothing but blood and death.
Yes, please.
What the hell is going on here?
Wow, Ethan Winters.
What the hell was that? Let's see what you're really made of.
What the fuck? Was he being dragged down a tunnel?
I think he was.
Hey
What?
everyone, and welcome to the second Resident Evil showcase.
Hi, Brittany. I'm going to
Brittany
boost
Brombacher,
it.
and I am so excited to be your guide through today's experience. We're going to hear from the Resident Evil team today, and they have so much new content for you. Yes. Another trailer, new gameplay, and more news for Resident Evil Village, which is right around the corner on May 7th. We'll
Oh my god.
God, that's really soon.
Oh my god.
also be sharing the latest on the 25th anniversary of the series and some fun surprises that go along with that, so stay tuned.
Give me
To
a
kick
Lady
us off,
D
I have the
statue.
honor
I
of
want a
introducing
statue
Jun
of her.
Takeuchi, the executive producer of the franchise.
Oh, for goodness sake. My stream is being weird. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hi,
It's
I'm
fine.
Jun
There we go.
Takeuchi, executive
Okay.
Nice
producer on Resident
jacket.
Evil. Due to your continued support,
Oh, I love it.
the franchise has reached its 25th
Where's Chris's jacket, though?
anniversary.
The
Thank you
£1,500
so
one.
much.
I know.
25 whole years, supported by so many of our fans. When I look back over the years and think about when we first started this project with Shinji Mikami,
So wholesome.
I
never would have
know.
imagined that it would
I've
turn
met
into
Jun
such a
Takeuchi, he's lovely.
long-lasting franchise.
Is he nice?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Even now, I want to see the series continue to succeed through your continued support. Now we've prepared the latest trailer for our upcoming title, Resident Evil Village.
Yes!
It's a game jam-packed full of entertainment
Give us
and
the
horror,
trailer!
and it has a huge breadth of content, so brace yourselves when you play.
He's got that little
Without
smile on his
further
face, just
ado,
makes me think
please
there are some
enjoy.
proper twists in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
World premiere.
that's it. Get the movie voice on. Oh, what?
Big statues.
Seated?
Big statues.
4 families.
Midnight
yes!
moon rises on black wings. We await the light at the end. In life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
There's the 4 houses.
Yeah, so Mother Miranda's a big deal.
They keep mentioning Mother Miranda, but we don't know anything about her.
Oh, it's
When you're whining,
Mr. Heisenberg.
there.
We think.
We think, yes.
Rose, where are you?
Hello. If there are any survivors out there, come to Louisa's house.
It's gonna be so
near the
fucking gothic, I
field.
can't wait.
This May. What's that?
Oh no, they're coming.
Oh.
Who is?
Oh,
Yes, mines.
yeah.
Stop.
Big old hammer.
Sneaking bit.
Monsters. Tell me
What the fuck?
what is going on around here.
Lots of
Are they eating?
Yeah, big sacks.
Miranda
Like,
has always protected us.
oh.
You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
Yes.
So Mother Miranda's like a goddess?
Yeah, or they're worshipping
What the
her.
fuck?
Let's see how special you are.
Is she tasting your blood
Yeah.
to test
That
it?
was literally like when you try wine, she was like,
That's all that's left from your entire
lovely
village.
vintage.
All that's left. There is no one left.
what I really like that in
Bust out
this
with this.
Eastern European village, everyone does a really good Californian accent.
It's so on point. I'm sorry, did you see that behind wings?
Yeah, that was there was a person that might have been Mother
Sorry?
Miranda.
No
Oh
safe.
shit, okay. Well, it did have the raven wings like that,
The 6
like the
wings,
fetus.
yeah.
No, let me go!
What the was that?
Big beastie. Big beastie. Chris Redfield.
Ethan Winters.
Mr. Winter.
Oh, we're obsessed with
You
Ethan.
see what I mean about Ethan Winters? It's like, what? Oh.
Gives a damn.
Ethan Winters. Welcome.
There was a lot in that trailer.
That was. We need to come back to that
Oh.
later because that was a whole lot of. Ooh.
Get off of me!
Stay the fuck down!
I gotta say, I'm surprised you made it this far. It'd be a shame if something happened to you now.
Chris
Mia.
Redfield, what are you up
Now
to?
do me and finish the job.
Is he? Wait, what? Is Ethan there with Chris's approval almost?
It feels like Chris is like, because Ethan, I don't think Ethan meant to come here. I think he like got dropped here, and I think Chris is just kind of
Right.
like keeping tat.
There
It
is
seems like,
so
yeah,
much
I think
to
you're
break down
right.
there. I know we cannot wait to
Well,
find out
because
what
you
Chris's
said that
involvement is. Now,
there's
at
that
the
image
last
of Chris
showcase,
and the
we promised that
werewolf
another
like
demo
spliced
was
together.
coming in the spring.
Well, is Chris like
Hopefully it won't
infected
involve
with
casualties
something
and
and he needs
illegal
Ethan to
entries.
get the cure?
Possibly.
I
Like,
think the internet would mind that.
No, we would
Let's
not.
pass it to Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, to tell us more about that upcoming gameplay demo. Kanda-san, thank you so much for joining us again today.
Tell us more about the demo, please.
tell us all things.
Please say it's dropping soon. Please say it's dropping
Oh.
like tomorrow.
Don't today, now.
Yeah, like,
right
and
now.
you can play it right now.
Thank you for the introduction, Brittany. Hi everyone, I'm Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village has been created with the concept of a beautiful yet terrifying village in mind. And we have poured our passion
like-
into creating this experience for our fans.
The villages have been
Of
turned
course,
into those
it
things.
also
Yeah,
has
I
the
reckon.
combat, resource management, and horror elements you expect from Resident
There
Evil.
she is.
We've also made sure there's plenty of gameplay content as well.
Chris,
In
what
the
is that?
previous showcase, we told
Demo.
you that we'd have another demo ready for you across multiple platforms.
And it's available right now.
Well, I'm happy to announce that the next demo
available
experience will
on-
be available on PlayStation 5,
When?
When?
PlayStation 4,
When?
Xbox
Mate,
Series
when?
X,
When?
Xbox One,
When?
Steam,
It's on everything!
and Stadia. In lieu of the game event that we were unable to hold, we have prepared a special day where you can experience Resident Evil Village.
A time
Here are the
limited
details
demo.
on when it needs to be available.
Wait, is that a day? Is that literally a day?
Play up to 60 minutes.
You'll have a total of 60 minutes to explore
Oh,
both
wow.
the village and castle areas.
Okay.
You're free to spend 1 full
Okay.
hour for both stages,
Or-
choose which one
So you
want to
can
play.
you replay it?
So
It's
so
up
here's
to
what we
you
do.
where
We
you
play an
spend your
hour on
survival horror
PS5 and then an
experience.
hour on
PlayStation
Xbox
5
One.
and PlayStation 4 owners will
Do you think
also
it
get
locks
early
you?
access as
Like
well.
after you play it on one
We've
console, you
titled it
can't then
8
replay it a
Hours
different
in
way.
Village.
Oh, wait, they might
8 hours.
they might need you to
We
sign
have
up to
the
an
details
account.
for
Yeah.
you here.
Oh, this
Are
one's
they- are these
sooner.
demos-
This is different. This is
In honor of
On a different
Resident
day?
Evil
Yeah.
Village being the 8th major
Are
installment
these demos
of
only
the
available for
franchise,
8 hours?
you will
What?
have an 8-hour window to try out the
8
demo for
hours?
30 minutes. PlayStation players will have early access to the village section first, followed by
Okay.
the castle section.
Oh, so the PlayStation exclusive ones
the
are
early
limited
access
to
players,
one location
Feel
at a
free
time.
to also stream and
Right.
share your playthrough
I need
to the
someone to
wall.
write this down in a very easy to
We
read grid
hope
or
that
something
with
because
your help, we
I'm
will
already
be
getting
able to
confused.
show off the demo to everyone. And for the multiple platform demo, we hope that all players from all over the world will be able to enjoy the Resident Evil Village demo.
Yeah,
Finally,
Oh,
players
sweet,
will be able
preloading.
to
Awesome.
preload the demo ahead of time.
Oh,
PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 owners are able to pre-download the
Oh,
demo
sweet.
starting
Okay,
today.
that's useful.
yeah, but it's so cruel. It's like, and you can download
Please
it
visit
today,
our official
but not
website
play it
for
until
more
this
details.
Sunday.
We hope you enjoy this upcoming sneak
Okay, well,
peek at the
know when I'm
next
streaming on
generation of
Sunday.
survival horror.
I mean, but on which channel will you be streaming it, Aoife?
On this very
I'm so
channel.
torn where to spend my time. Do I spend it in the village or the castle?
Making
Let us
us
know what your
choose.
plan is.
I
But in the
shan't, I
meantime,
won't.
What if I told you there's another surprise in store?
Lady
Any
D.
guesses?
Lady D, Lady D, Lady D.
Let's see if
Lady
we can get
D.
director Mori Masasato to tell us what he knows.
Everyone's very confused in the chat. They're like, what
Yeah.
demo? What?
I'm assuming there's going to be lots of explainer articles going up soon.
Spooky Socialist says this demo is a Resi puzzle.
Hi everyone, I'm director Morimasa Sato. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you all about the much
Extra game
requested
mode.
extra game mode included in Resident Evil Village.
Oh.
What?
The
Horses.
Mercenaries.
Okay.
For those of you hearing about it for the first time, it's
Oh,
a beloved
this was
extra
in
mode featuring
Resi 4 as well,
various
wasn't
games
it?
from the
Like,
franchise.
This is incredibly
It's best
Resi
known
4.
for high-speed arcade-style action, where you have to reach the goal within a certain time limit.
Interesting.
Of course, we've also added some new touches to it.
They're proper going with
So
Resi
let's
4
dive into some
vibes.
of the
Yeah.
additions we've made.
Mercenaries is fun. A lot of people really like Mercenaries. That is so Mercenaries, this font and everything.
The first change is that we've added a shop. In this version of the Mercenaries, you can access
This is
the
quite
Duke's
like
Emporium
this will be
between
fun for a couple of
areas.
streams though.
Definitely.
Can you imagine me, you
Purchase
and
new
Ian like
weapons with the
trying to
money
do a
you
challenge to
collect.
see who can get the most?
Upgrade your arsenal to fit your playstyle.
Yeah, Mercenaries is way better than all these random multiplayer modes that Capcom keep trying to throw at us.
patronage.
Like they're finally realizing what people want.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, it's like a accuracy speed challenge.
Yes, there's lots of different little challenges you can throw
Rest
in
assured,
there.
you can expect this side mode to be just
Sword.
as fast-paced as the previous installments.
Get the sword.
In extremely Zoe news, get the sword. It is good. It's quite Moorish.
Yeah.
You'll have to consider which weapons you'll take.
I think I'll just keep playing it
and how
after
you'll
you've done the main
customize.
story.
With a large
Definitely.
arsenal of
And you can
options to
usually
work with,
unlock like
it's up to
you
the
know
player
different
to figure
playable
out which
characters and
strategy
stuff like
works
that.
best for
Oh,
them.
cool. Abilities
that's
as well?
New. Yeah, that's new.
Another change is the addition of abilities.
Oh, this is. I mean, it is an entirely separate
Abilities
game
can
mode, but this
increase the
you
damage
could
of
spend a
handguns.
lot of time in this.
Yeah,
If you got abilities as well as just obviously doing the
Or
challenges.
increase your movement speed.
just like work towards getting each
They
little
can also
challenge
make your
cleared
guard
and stuff.
stronger,
Yeah.
each increasing the player's capabilities. Acquire new abilities to employ your own strategies as you fight your way through
It looks
each
so old
stage.
school.
It's,
with
I
the
know, I
menus and
can't with that
everything.
font and everything. It's just like wow, PS2 era or something.
It's Times New Roman in
The
Italian.
Mercenaries in
And
Resident Evil
shiny.
Village is a rich gameplay
Yeah.
experience full of surprises. With special rewards for those
I'm
who
trying to see the
persevere.
enemies, see if we can see any new enemy types. We got like
Yeah,
looking for
true.
a
werewolves with
additional
big ass
challenge,
claws,
we hope
but
you're
And
excited
those,
for this
those
extra mode
guys,
that's
they look
included
like
with the main
thralls.
game.
Like that's kind of what I'm calling
Yeah.
them. We've seen them before,
It's
I
a
think.
challenging and rewarding bonus.
yeah, they come
mode
out the
packed
water,
with
don't they?
content.
In
So
one
we
of the
hope everyone
trailers.
is looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks. The Mercenaries.
Done.
What next?
That can't be
Show
the
us-
entire
No,
showcase.
they need to show us more.
If you haven't already heard, Resident
More
Evil has reached
things.
an impressive milestone.
Just
On
like
March 27th,
10 minutes
the
of
franchise
gameplay,
celebrated
you know?
its
Like,
25th
quick and easy.
anniversary.
No, we're not being
And like
greedy,
so many
just
of
a little
you,
bit.
I've been a fan since practically
little
day
bit.
one. Together, we've watched the franchise evolve from a series of survival horror games to a big umbrella.
I see what you did there.
Video games, movies, toys, board games, and more.
Oh no, come on.
Resident Evil
Come on.
RE-verse is just one
Nobody
of the many
cares
games
about
Capcom has
RE-verse.
released on
No.
their anniversary.
Sorry,
Lots of you
but
probably
please
tried
give
the
us more
open beta
Village.
earlier this month, but don't forget, Resident Evil RE-verse will be available for free to anyone who purchases Resident Evil.
Oh, we're gonna do a stream of that, aren't
The
we?
I mean, we'll
franchise
do
has also
one for
inspired
fun.
change and evolution in
Inevitably.
the video game industry as a whole.
I mean, that's true.
Let's hear from some industry powerhouses here to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Resident Evil franchise.
Paul Drake says, now announced tall werewolf lady. Can you imagine?
Give it to us. What we want.
On their 25th anniversary. 25 years is a long time. It's been a true pleasure watching Capcom embrace
Mercenaries
new
intense.
technologies and find new ways to advance storytelling and gameplay.
Yeah, at least he's blinking
Over the
though.
last
It's when they don't blink that I get a little bit freaked out.
And I can't wait to see what Resident
Spooky says 10 minutes of gameplay as a treat.
As a treat.
Please.
バイオハザード25周年おめでとうございます。
シェイ
バイオ1が出た時、初代プレイステーションの売り上げがバーンと伸びたのを思い出します。本当嬉しかったです。
I literally almost bumped my body into him at an event once. And I didn't realise who he was until someone was like, do you know who you almost walked into?
I just love that you can just really feel like how much he still gets excited about games, you know?
Hello, I'm Ashley Swidowski. I'm the character art
Oh,
director
cool.
at Naughty Dog. I wanted to first congratulate all of the developers for 25 years of amazing Resident Evil.
It's kind of hard to believe, isn't it, that any games franchise
what
has
game
been
you
running
touch
that
or
long.
What part of the game you're responsible for. You've brought inspiration to so many people over the years, myself included. So thanks so much, guys. And again, congratulations.
Yeah.
Hello,
hey,
my name is
Siobhan.
Siobhan, and I am the studio director at Media Molecule.
She's awesome.
Wanted to start out by saying
She's got
huge
great
congrats
lipstick and
to
top on.
Yeah.
everybody who's ever worked on a Resident Evil game. You had me at day one with your incredible franchise. I hope you're super proud of yourselves and you know, really enjoying kind of seeing. Well, you know, seeing how your beloved franchise has sort of developed over these last 25 years. It's awesome. So
It's kind of
huge
crazy though, because like
congratulations.
you know, when you think about like how many franchises have made it to 25 years, like Mario,
Not a
Legend of
lot.
Zelda, like Resident Evil is probably one that is maybe in many
Hi,
ways changed the
everyone.
most, I
I'm
guess.
Hiroyuki Kobayashi.
Yeah, I think so. They've tried
producer
so
on
many
live
different
action
things.
and anime entertainment for Resident Evil. This year marks the 25th anniversary
So as a
of
treat,
the
we're going to
series.
give you 10 minutes of
I've worked as a
gameplay.
programmer on the first title and as producer on several titles over the years. It's amazing to see how far the franchise has come. It's a brand name that you hear even in the
Yeah.
movie business,
Oh.
and it's
I
thanks
was
to the
literally talking to my
love
mum
and
about
support
Resident Evil,
from
and
the
she was like,
fans.
"Oh yeah, I really like
To
Resident
all of
Evil."
you,
I was like,
thank
"How have you heard of
Really?
Resident Evil?" But I've seen the
Now,
movie.
we
She
have
loves the
something new to
movies,
show
so
you from one of our latest projects.
What's not to
it
love about
Please
permeates.
sit
so-
back
Yeah.
and enjoy.
I was gonna say it permeates so much of pop culture.
I mean, what's not to love about Mila Jovovich as well? Just chef's kiss.
Perfect.
Never gotten clearance to land that fast before. You must be special.
Oh, this is the Netflix.
Oh yeah, the
Leon?
Netflix series.
Leon?
Could you take a look?
I mean, she's got a red jacket, so she must be Claire Redfield,
Yeah,
right?
she is. Even in the White House, she wears
can't get
leather
anyone to go on
and just
record.
doesn't give a shit. Oh,
Doesn't that look a lot like Raccoon City?
I mean, it looks like any zombie thing
I gotta
ever.
go.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid.
Hey, Leon. That outfit doesn't suit you.
Doesn't fit him either,
okay.
Claire. Like, have you seen how baggy them trousers are? For goodness sake. Get the man a tailor, please.
Let's get the
Oh,
president
please
to the
don't make
bunker.
the entire thing. We have to protect Mr. President.
Anything even remotely hostile gets a
I
headshot.
swear I've seen this movie already. I feel like Resident
Yeah.
Evil have done quite a few of these now.
Is the whole thing they're stuck in the White House? Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Infinite darkness. It might be good. It might be good.
I mean, it's worth watching, isn't
Yeah.
it? Just to see.
It's on Netflix.
I'm happy we're finally able to share the latest trailer for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness with you today, starring Leon and Claire. It takes place in
after Resi 4.
2006,
Yeah, that's
approximately
interesting.
2 years after the events of Resident Evil 4. A zombie outbreak is happening
that
in the
means
White House,
Ashley's
and
dad.
the president is none other than the father of Ashley Graham from Resident
You
Evil
know it.
4. He's just one of the many
my God.
characters that we'll be introducing along
Is she
the way.
gonna be in it
So
then?
Better,
please stay
babe.
tuned.
She better, babe.
Resident
I,
Evil
if
Infinite
she's in it, I
Darkness
hope
will
she
be
knows
airing on
exactly what
Netflix
to do. Because
worldwide
she's seen
in
it happen,
July
so she must know
2021.
everything
And I
about
have one
everything.
Are we
more
sweater
announcement for
vest
you,
combo,
related
like?
to the live-action reboot of Resident Evil. Filming in Toronto has wrapped up, and we're in the middle of creating the creatures in CGI. So please stay tuned for more information, including the release date. Until next time, thank you for watching.
There we go. Right.
Okay, finish,
Yeah,
big
come on,
finish.
big finish. More
Big
village,
finish,
please.
big finish.
They have to, right? They have to finish on more village.
I
stuff.
mean, it's dedicated maybe half of it to village or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah. Oh my.
Sorry?
This isn't village.
No, it isn't village, is it?
What is this?
Is it Dead by Daylight? It's Dead by Daylight.
How can
it's
you
Dead
tell?
by Daylight. Oh, because you put them in hooks. There we go.
Oh my god! Look at you!
I know things. You put people on hooks in Dead by Daylight to kill them.
Hi.
Hello.
On behalf of everybody here at Behavior,
Oh, man.
congratulations.
They've done a
on
lot
25
of
years
crossovers,
horror.
Deb. But do
They've
people?
done-
Over
it's
the
the-
years, our very
It's just the
own
perfect game for horror
41
crossovers, like
multiplayer
any horror
action
game.
Dead
by Daylight.
has become the
They
Hall
did
of Fame
a
of horror.
Pyramid Head and they
And
nerfed
today,
his
I'm
ass,
excited
so
to say
they
that
should learn their
you
lesson.
will soon be joining our universe.
Is it still
tune
quite
in to our
popular?
fifth
It
anniversary
says a
broadcast
lot
on
of people
Amazing
stream it, don't
Amazing
they?
Twitch.
Yeah.
For
Really
the
big
full
on
reveal
Twitch.
Maybe we
of
should
the
try it
Resident
again
Evil
sometime.
chapter coming to DVD
I need
this
to
June.
like practice it as well.
Yeah.
In
So.
the meantime, if you're up for it, I suggest you get some practice in
I
before
wonder
the
who they're
chapter
gonna
comes
have.
into the
Chainsaw
fore.
Man? Lady
Because
D?
look,
Oh
we
my
have
god,
two choices.
imagine.
Oh shit!
Kill
Lady
or
playing
be
Lady
killed.
D is the killer.
It'll be
call.
Lady D, maybe Mr. X or Nemesis, maybe.
Oh, yep,
Yeah.
great shot. Yeah, great shout.
All right, come on.
Well, we're not quite finished yet.
You better not be.
There's one more announcement that's taking Resident Evil to a brand new point of view.
Village.
Let's take a look.
What?
It's just I just want village.
Yeah, come on, more village. You have to.
Oh.
Oh,
Ian?
Ian, are you still here?
Ian?
Ian, quick! Ian, get in here.
Hi.
Ian.
I'm Mike Morishita, executive producer at Facebook. Resident Evil,
Any
the
VR
franchise
news
that
is going to
changed
be
the way we
very
think about
popular with
video
Ian.
games, is still going strong after 25 years. Congratulations, Capcom, on this incredible milestone. Now let's rewind for a
Oh,
moment.
interesting.
I remember when Resident
Okay.
Evil 4 launched in 2005. It was amazing, brilliant. Nobody had ever seen a
Amazing,
game
brilliant.
like it before.
Iconic.
And it remained at the pinnacle of survival
I
horror
love how
genre.
some of my friends describe
In
me.
the 16 years since the launch of Resident Evil 4, the gaming industry has evolved, and new ways to play have entered the market.
Resident Evil 4
And
in
we've been
VR.
This
eager
is an
to
interesting
explore how
choice.
Resident Evil 4
Yeah, why
could be
Resi
enhanced for a
4?
I would
modern
have thought these assets would be so
Unlike
out of
Purdue,
date. Like, why not do
content
Resi
at
2
Facebook
remake or
Reality
Resi 3
Labs.
remake first?
I'm excited to announce that Capcom,
Oh.
Oculus Studios,
Ooh.
and Armature Studio are partnering to bring Resident Evil 4 to Quest 2.
Maybe because they're
We're
not planning
thrilled
to
about this
do a
game.
remake
We
of
can't
4,
wait
so
for
might
you
as well
to
put it in VR.
experience the world
Yeah?
of Resident Evil.
Oh, I
in
would
a
have
new
thought they'd be
medium.
planning on
It's
doing a remake
immersive,
of 4, but
comes
yeah.
with a first-person
But then
perspective, and will bring new
Village is
richness
so
and depth
No.
to
similar.
the Resident Evil 4 experience.
Yeah, and
Oh, that's
Force,
cool.
isn't Force
You'll be
super
able to
campy,
step inside
so
the
maybe
game
it wouldn't
for
really
the
fit with the
first time.
vibe they're going with
Tune
now.
Yeah.
in to the Oculus Gaming Showcase
We
next
summoned
week,
Ian.
Yeah,
April
he's there.
21st,
Here we go. What
for
is
more
this?
details on Resident Evil 4 VR.
Ooh, okay, you're gonna have to
How
tune
we
in to see
brought
that.
this title to this new medium.
On the
And you
21st.
can check out
When's
some
that?
additional gameplay.
Next
That's really
week?
soon.
Yeah.
That's
You can tune in
Thursday.
on
No,
the
Wednesday
Oculus
next week.
Facebook page
Ah.
or on Twitch.
Oh no.
There she is. Oi!
Don't fancy coming against that guy in VR.
Yeah. Armature. So another, like, because there was a scene, you know, that really intense montage of village stuff that we saw, like where there was just tons of things happening. There was like a sea creature
And
or
that's
a
it
water
for our
creature
showcase.
there.
There was, yeah, like
Let's
a
recap
park or
the
something
Yeah.
exciting
jumped
news
up.
from today's event.
Yes,
Resident Evil Village
give us more
releases
stuff.
on May 7th,
More
and a
things.
demo experience will be available for a limited time.
Oh, each week? Oh, okay,
leading
that
up
makes
to the game's
sense.
launch.
Oh, that's
PlayStation
cool.
owners can pre-download the demo starting today. The Mercenaries mode was also announced with a first look at gameplay. This fan favorite will be included with the game.
Cool.
Okay.
And finally, to celebrate 25 years of the franchise, we have Resident Evil Infinite Darkness coming to Netflix.
Infinite Darkness.
And new
What a
upcoming
name.
collaborations with partners outside of Capcom. Thanks again for spending some time
Give
with
us
us
more,
today
give
for
us more.
another exciting showcase.
Give us
There
more.
needs
I'm
to
your
be
host, Brittany
more.
Rombacher, and it's been an honor being here with you again and hosting this event. Have a great day.
Give us
What?
more.
Oh god, we need to analyze that trailer to Hell and Back because that's all we got.
Oh my. Right, someone better get back here. Get back here and kiss us.
Come back.
You
I'm done with you.
We came here to be horny, damn it. Get back. Don't you close that door, young lady. Damn it.
Give me my horn back. Oh,
right.
you look like you were hanging from a hook on that perspective, so
Yeah.
maybe that's the Dead by Daylight.
Well,
Jeez,
call me
okay.
hooked. All right, let's go back a little bit then, because that is
Okay.
I really would have thought we'd get more than that.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty
alright, I won't go too far.
okay, I'm gonna go back to the trailer.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
All right, you
At
tell
least
me.
we can time code it
Yeah.
now.
I'm at where am I at? I'm at
I'm at 2023.
Okay, 2023.
That's where we see the 4 statues around the altar.
Okay. Let me just go.
I'm just gonna. They look like kings.
Kings. Okay. Let's
Well,
see.
the thing is, like, if you go and look at them at 2034 or just about,
Yeah.
oh
yeah.
See, they're wearing robes that look quite similar to what those thralls wear when they're jumping out at you from the.
Interesting. Yeah. I see
things.
that.
I mean, 4 families, 4 statues seems like too much of a coincidence.
That's gotta be the case, right? But then
They must be
So there's
related.
these big, huge statues, and they're all situated around this sort of central platform, which has the house crests on it. So this is, and when Lady D is talking on the phone to Mother Miranda, she says, "Yes, of course, I realize the importance of." Is it? She says the ceremony or something.
Ceremony.
So that's
yeah.
gotta be something to do with this.
Sacrificing. I mean,
baby?
all the villagers. All the villagers that we saw looked middle-aged to elderly, so maybe they've been sacrificing like kids at the village for years and years and years, and that's why they need Rosemary. But Rosemary must be special in some way because you wouldn't just pick
Just a baby from halfway across the world. Like you could have had. There must have been other babies they could have had.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then Ethan's being pulled along in a sack at 2117 by who we think is Heisenberg.
Yeah. Not confirmed that, but it seems like he gets captured at some stage, which that's not too surprising. If he's going to be sneaking around this whole compound for ages.
The Resi way, isn't it?
Yeah. But now, what I'm really interested in is these shots of like this. They're like underground ruins or something.
Yeah, maybe like the basement of the village.
Yeah, or like.
Oh no. Oh, it does show ruins outside of the village, so maybe it's the remnants of something else.
Yeah, or there's loads of like pulley systems and stuff, so it could be like mines or like some transport thing. Because
where did that flower grow? The staircase to sunlight, or whatever the hell it was called.
Well,
did that grow underground?
It did actually. Yes, it did. But not in this country. But that's not to say that it couldn't be growing underground here. That's a good shout, actually.
Yeah.
So look at this scene. Look, so we see. Sorry, you can't even see it. It's that scene where we're in a room. There's loads of like lichens around the sides. The guy who we think is Heisenberg is lifting his hammer. Lady D is there, and that figure with
what time code is this?
So for me, it's 2137.
Yeah, hang on.
There might be.
Yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, no, I got it.
Like. This is interesting because there's like lots of who is that in there down on the right beside Heisenberg as well? Like there's like a cloaked figure there.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's Lady D in the background doing her normal thing.
Yeah.
It looks like they're
doing her sexy normal thing.
I mean, she's just holding a cigarette, living her best life. But yeah, it's like they're in a chapel.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a chapel or a church or something.
Maybe.
But
this could be after Ethan is like, because I think you see his hands are like still bound there. So this must be the culmination of Heisenberg or whoever it is dragging him down that tunnel, and this is where he ends up because he's kind of got an audience here of like about to kill him or fight him or something. But that winged figure that we can't quite make out, that's gotta be
Miranda?
like possibly. But then, so that would link her directly to those winged fetuses that we've seen, who have the exact same wing configuration. So
Is it through like maybe they're trying to mutate something that's like Mother Miranda?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like if it's a birth cycle thing, which is what we're talking about before the stream started.
Like maybe she needs to be reborn in another body or something.
There's another, like, if you look at that scene, there's like what looks like skulls with a cloak over the top of it, just to the right of Heisenberg behind him. Like, is that another head of a family?
Could be.
If we've got Lady D on one side, surely it's entirely possible that another head of a family could be a mutated blob with a cloak. Like, it's not out of the realms of possibility.
Definitely. That would make a lot of
But
sense.
whatever it is, like, it definitely leads into the whole these families are ancient, because if you look at where this church was built and the fact that it's so decrepit now, like, it's been here for centuries, so they must have been around for like ages and ages and ages.
So there's a better shot of that whole thing going on at for me it's like where is it, 23 something or other, 23, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so like you can see it a little bit better. You can see that figure behind him, and I can see that they're wearing like robes and stuff. They definitely look like some sort of deity.
Yeah.
Also, there's like a weird bridal thing.
A bridal thing?
Like a little doll or something behind that figure.
I'm just trying to find the scene where it pops up real quick. God, they really make you scrub for it, don't they? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it was right at the beginning, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, I guess brides as well would lean into it in a certain way, but
I suppose if you look on this, the stream, you can see I've got it paused now, and it's fairly good quality.
I'm just pressing full stop to go forward frame by frame to try and find it properly. But yeah, it's just, I think there's a lot of, I think at the beginning you probably disrupt some kind of ritual going on, surely.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, or like maybe that was the thing, but this is obviously in a different location to where the big ritual seemed to be occurring.
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, so some people think that the multi-winged thing is just a statue, but I'm pretty sure we saw it move. Let's hold on.
God, when she takes your blood from your wrist, she really does taste it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Completely. But it definitely seems that, yeah, they've eaten like the entire village. Like the village is just gone now.
Okay. No, the statue's moving. That's not a statue. They moved. Their wings fully.
Oh yeah,
moved
I can see it. Yeah, I got it. What the hickety heck? What? What is that?
We thank you for waiting.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's not a statue. I saw the wings
moved. Yeah, fully moved.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, time for full stop. I think it's just, the thing is, you'd think it was a statue, so it's interesting that it's not, but like, what does that mean? Like, because that to me is the most mutant-y Resident Evil thing we've seen in a long time. It's like with actual wings, like it looks like a seraph almost.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Like the religious iconography is kind of hard to avoid, isn't it? With that, like with the kind of the roby sort of, like it was almost priest-like, those like sort of things coming down the side, and then like almost like a halo effect above their head. Like it's definitely. And if it is Mother Miranda, because the villagers have said, you know, Mother Miranda, like, supposed to save us, like, that would make sense.
Yeah. And that doll thing behind her. What the hell?
Yeah. Also, I've got...
But then if there's, like...
Go ahead.
Sorry, if there's Heisenberg, Lady D, the doll thing, and the other thing next to Mother Miranda, that is 4, as in 4 heads of families.
That's true.
So
and that
would very well be the 4.
And that would make sense if they were all together for, like, if they thought they were about to kill Ethan or something.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I've got it paused at it's like a factory, and there's like people, like there's what look like people being sort of roped, like almost on a conveyor belt along the top.
Yeah. What the hell?
There was like a map
for
the village released I think it was like last week. Like there's maps of the village on the internet, and there was one of the things on that map I think was like it was like a factory or something.
The thing is, this screenshot looks so, it looks sophisticated industrial. It looks
Yeah,
like
that's
Umbrella
true.
industrial because of the just the red lights make it look a lot more official than the mine that we saw earlier. So
That's true. It doesn't exactly look like the rest of the village or like that sort of old school sort of thing.
So maybe there's something underneath the village that makes the family so potent, and like Umbrella have kind of tapped into that. They used to mine it or something, but yeah,
Yes.
it definitely looks like you can see literal bodies being like racked up. So
Interesting.
that's where they're taking.
Well, I now have way more questions than I did at the beginning of this stream.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be
And
on
that
my
sea
mind now.
monster thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like a giant shark.
Which also is like another like huge reference to Resi 4. Like there's so many things that are reminiscent of Resi 4. I keep waiting for like a reason for it, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than
But
just
also,
being inspired by.
maybe it's a homage or something. But when you there's that shot of around like 24 like 50ish of a woman in like what looks like a long cardigan walking away with a baby. That looks a lot like Mia to me. She's got the side plait and everything.
That's definitely Mia.
So,
That's definitely Mia, without a doubt.
like it must be a vision, I'd guess,
Yeah.
because she looked very dead from all the gunshot wounds.
But you know, this is Resident Evil. People have recovered from worse, so yeah.
In the scene afterwards, it shows a priestess praying over the Virgin Mary and her child. So there's clearly something about childhood and stuff like that going in. And she's got a mermaid thing in her background, so maybe she's the mermaid head.
But are we sure it's the Virgin Mary, or are we sure it's not some weird village
It's
version?
got a veil covering the top half, so maybe it is like a twisted version in some weird way.
Let's have a look.
But yeah. It's at about like 25, 44, 24, 44 even.
Just having a look at this whole
Just
thing.
in all scrubs.
I can't wait to see more Lady D. I feel like maybe they've deliberately not showed her too much this time. They were like, we have other things in this game, guys.
Not just her, we promise.
Yeah.
Well, maybe like you said, they're trying not to get our hopes up about her
Yeah.
being in for ages. Maybe she's not meant to be that.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and stop it at that priestess praying. Ethan Winters.
Oh, and I've just spotted something when who we think is Heisenberg says Ethan Winters.
What did you spot?
He's got loads of photographs behind him.
Oh.
And one is definitely Lady D with a cross through it.
Oh, interesting. Oh. Oh.
Which might be he might be the coordinator who like tells us to go kill certain people. Sorry everyone.
But maybe he just doesn't like Lady D. I can't believe that Heisenberg would outlast Lady D, but
yeah, if it is Heisenberg. We're still not sure whether it's Heisenberg or
that's
not, but
true,
yeah.
that's true. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to see all the things.
I want to know more. It's at 24:47. You can see Lady D crossed out behind him.
Oh. Okay.
And then there's like some other pictures as well.
we're going in deep here, like
really deep.
Deep diving.
The thing is, this is what happens if you show people like glimpses of things. There will be people like me and Aoife who pause every single frame,
and they must
who
know that. So this all has to be information that they're comfortable with being
with us
out
knowing.
there, right?
Surely.
Well, how did you even see that? I can see the pictures for sure.
Yeah, if you press full stop on the keypad, it goes by frame, and I really like looking at things in massive detail and solving mysteries. I'm a true crime addict, god damn it. Of course I'm going to pause at everything.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh.
So it might either indicate that he's like your contact trying to get you to off the members of the family, or it could just be he doesn't like her and he drew a cross through her face, you know? Like,
well,
either or.
That's true. Well, I think we have a lot to think about.
A lot.
I think I'm going to go away and think about all this and maybe we'll put together a video on the channel for next week. Because yeah, there's a whole lot to pick apart here. But I'm excited. Yes. And you know, there's like, now that I still don't quite understand the whole demo thing, but I think from what I understand, we're going to have a different demo every week until the game is out now.
That's a lot. I mean, they're not long demos, but if they're frequent, maybe that makes up for it, you know?
Yeah, and it'll give us time to sort of have a poke around and sort of get a feel for it. So I think it was starting from this Sunday. So yeah, keep an eye out, because obviously if there's Resident Evil Village to be played, we will be playing it.
We will be playing it. We're
For
playing the
sure.
hell out of it. Having nightmares all the way.
Oh, definitely. All right, it is late, so we're probably going to need to go to bed.
Just a little bit, yeah.
But thank you very much for joining me, for helping me to break down this this puzzle.
Completely fine. I never turned down a chance to get my magnifying glass.
No, and hopefully next time there'll be a little bit more Lady D for us to get thirsty over.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But thank you guys all as well for joining us. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Sorry we weren't able to have a look at them, but there was a lot to pour over. But thank you as always to our mods as well for being wonderful, and thank you to all of our regular chatters. And yeah, we've got a video every day, so if you just joined us today, be sure and subscribe, because we do a lot of this kind of thing, right?
We do a lot of reactions and breakdowns, so we're the place you want to be at.
Definitely.
Basically.
But right now the place I want to be at is bed, because it's nearly midnight. So Zoe, I will see you later, and yes, thank you all so much again. Bye.
Bye.